They want to dance till 4 in the morning. I need to ensure that happens in the best way possible. Yeah. And I did. And I had a great 4 months. I learned a lot. And now when I DJ after that, I mean, you might have noticed I started like incorporating a lot more like pop music. Like my first time I played at Boxer Wednesdays, when I closed Boxer Wednesdays, people came with a very different expectation. They thought I'd come and play like some weird tribal kind of, like baile funk, drums, I played Rihanna, I played Wizkid, I played like, shit like that. And people were like, what the fuck? But everybody had a great time.
People
they danced.
At these indie shows, at these gigs, like people get so surprised if you play like a pop tune or a commercial tune because they're just not expecting it.
Sure. And I feel like I was one of the first people who was kind of off that ilk of like playing edits and playing Bandcamp shit. But then I was like, okay, I'm also gonna play My Humps. I'm also gonna play Rihanna. I'm also gonna play whatever
So you've been able
Ariana Grande, Nicki Minaj.
Now.
Now I've been able to. Okay, now I know. Okay, like now when I'm like, let's say planning a set in my head, I'm like, okay, if I'm giving them this much of like interesting music or like things that I find interesting specifically. I'm also gonna now. I think this would be a perfect time to throw in Shaggy, and I would just throw in Shaggy in the middle of like a baile funk set or like a middle of like a more kind of like deeper, more like intellectual set. And then just to get the fucking vibes easy, like people are like now chilling. So PCO and having a residency really kind of helps you, like fully kind of.
Humbles you, as you said.
Humbles you, one, and also it kind of shows you the value of like this music that you might take for granted.
Right.
Like pop music is very useful. It's very impactful. It's very important. And if again, DJing is all about context. If you can contextualize that music in your set really well, people will love you for it, and you have a great time as well.
Fair.
And
that's a good show.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay, we'll also prep for the wings now. But before we get into it, just like a little bit about balance back then, right? Like, were you able to like balance your life out? Like, because you were DJing till like 4 a.m. Were you drinking every night?
Yeah, so that's actually good. That's actually a good point to talk about. It's about. I mean, if we're being honest, let's talk about drug use and alcoholism in the industry.
Absolutely,
it's a big part of it.
Right.
And I mean, I'll be honest. Like those days, like Fridays and Saturdays, every kind of night after like a long week of work, I was drinking both those nights. And I was up to like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. and there were other extracurricular things also happening for sure. I'll be very honest about that shit. And on Sundays, I was a fucking zombie. I was like, I couldn't spend time with my family.
You said extracurricular thing.
Yeah, I said, but you can make of that what you will.
Yeah.
But on Sundays, I was sleeping till 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m. because I was just dead from Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
I didn't spend any time with my family. I didn't spend any time with any friends. My Fridays and Saturdays where I could have basically gone for friends' parties, birthdays,
You had a job to do.
I had this thing to do.
Yeah.
So after like a while, I was like, okay, I don't think I can do the residency thing anymore to this kind of level. Once we did FIO, that was better because that was once a month and that was a lot more you could prepare. And it was, But I also think like as like not like a rite of passage, but like that trial by fire of like, 5 hours Friday, Saturday, it really fucking helps you grow. And it really like... And then you also kind of like, then your kind of relationship with this DJing world also changes. Where you're like, acha, now you know what you want. Okay, I don't want to be a resident or full-time. I know I want balance. I want to be able to manage my family, my friends.
You can't DJ without drugs?
No, I'm not saying that. Oh my God, cut that shit out.
What? So,
I'm
you could still find a pretty healthy balance.
Oh, yeah.
Like doing
now
what
I can.
You love and like
now I do.
There are many shows where Soupy doesn't drink it.
But for that time, and there were also times where I wouldn't, like even during that PCO stint, I would not drink, and then like it's like 3 a.m. and the room is like bumping, and then someone's like, "Yo, shot!" I'm like, "Yeah, fucking shot." You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a very like kind of in the moment kind of spur. Okay, cool, let's do it. Even though you want to like be sober that night, but no, you don't need to do drugs to DJ. You don't need to do drugs or drink to have fun. You don't need to do that. You have practiced sobriety for a long time. So have I. We've also, I feel like when we've played those shows where we're just drinking fucking 10 Perriers, have been great shows.
Yeah.